Yeah, this is the way that we did it last time. And then whenever we took graphics, we just did max 1.
Correct.
And I have that's what I thought it was odd. I was like, I really hope we're not starting because I haven't seen streaming soon at all.
Well, it's up there, so let me go see. I think there's something else. I'll be back.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Okay, no problem.
Hey,
And just keep me updated in here.
I know you're trying to take some time off in March.
Potentially, yes.
Get some time off on the books because you're starting to get towards your cap.
Okay.
I check that like for everybody like once a quarter.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi.
So, Weather 48, was that just a camera or is it a source?
It's camera.
It's just that
It's
camera?
that camera to CTV program, which goes back there. And so basically, input, output.
Okay,
and
so right
then-
now you have CTV program rooted into Weather 48? Okay, that's why it's like that. Okay. Okay.
As the source. Does that make sense?
Weather 48 just shows the slate, but it makes sense in showing the slate because you have rooted CTV program into Weather 48.
I don't know why they would be confused when we did it the same way last time.
I feel like every time it's but I'll let them know. So whenever
Only thing I'm doing, because I'm basically Yesterday, we were close to breaking some records. We did tie the record here in Huntsville, and I believe we tied the record in Muscle Shoals near 80 degrees. We had clouds early on today, but clouds have cleared for the most part in the wake of that frontal boundary that really did not bring much rain at all, if any rain. There are some showers still along the front, just to our east in portions of Georgia, also the Carolinas, but we didn't really have a lot of moisture to work with this cold front. Only noticeable difference were winds shifting back out of the north and west, and then also slightly cooler with temperatures dipping back into the 60s. Overall, it's a great day outside. Current temperatures here in Huntsville, 66 degrees. Across the shoals, same story. Coleman, Gadsden sitting at 65 degrees. Note, it is cooler in comparison to yesterday, but this is right around where we should be. In fact, our average high for this time of year is at 60 degrees. Compared to the same time yesterday, we're running nearly 10 to even 15 degrees cooler and with a much drier air mass in place. After sunset, temperatures are going to fall quite quickly. Winds, as I mentioned, have been quite breezy out of the north and west. Expect occasional gusts between 20, even 25 miles per hour. But after sunset, winds will likely subside, and then the big focus will be temperatures dropping back near freezing. Yes, you heard me right, through daybreak on Friday. Make sure you are bundling up before you head out the door for your early morning commute. By 9 o'clock this evening, all of us will be dropping into the 40s area-wide. Lower and middle 30s look likely Friday morning, and some areas of patchy frost will be possible. But again, the air is very dry, so for frost to happen, you need moisture. So that's why we say it's going to be patchy in nature. It will not be widespread. Cold start to your Friday, but Friday is a nice end to the week. Expect plenty of sunshine from start to finish. Even though temperatures will be in the 30s by the morning, heading into the afternoon, we will warm quickly into the middle and upper 60s. Now, while many of you are excited for the warmer temperatures that we've been seeing, some people still longing for warmer days ahead. This includes places in the northeast in New Jersey, but they are embracing the cold weather recently. Note the harsh winter weather has cleared the way for important training that they had to put on hold in years past due to milder conditions.
Careful steps are required to reach this frigid training ground.
This is definitely a first.
We're going to head on into the water. Never before had Rob Williams and some 40 other troopers plunged into bone-chilling water for immersive lessons on saving lives from icy mishaps.
It's good to see what the victim would be going through. Go, Jake.
On mostly frozen Lake Hopatcong in Mount Arlington, troopers from the New Jersey State Police Marine Services Bureau exposed to harsh winter elements.
This is really cold.
Over 3 days of critical ice rescue and cold water survival training this week.
It is eye-opening, especially the shock when you get in the water, get out of the water.
Milder weather during the past 2 winters made this type of hands-on learning impossible for several troopers who recently joined the Bureau's ranks.
Having this weather, having the frozen lake and this cold climate is really, really valuable.
Teamwork is a significant part of this training. It forces the troopers to endure painfully difficult conditions that they'd likely face while trying to save someone who fell through ice.
My hands are tingling. I'm kind of purple here, so I can imagine how cold it is if you don't have the gear.
Right now, the ice here is about 8 inches thick, but authorities know it won't stay that way with a big warm-up coming next week.
When you have 50-degree weather, especially for longer than 24-hour period, this 8-inch ice could go down to practically nothing in no time.
Over the past few years, state police have also ramped up their efforts to teach kids across New Jersey about ice safety.
We want to make sure we stress the point that no ice is safe ice.
The Morris County Sheriff's Office lending a helping hand here. For these troopers, feeling the danger is key.
It's humbling. I think I'm a pretty good swimmer, and then you get out there and your body's just, you can feel it shutting down.
skill building on a frozen platform, highlighting the very real risks of venturing onto thin ice.
Well, thank you so much for sticking with us. I'm going to go ahead and get right back into the forecast again tonight. Temperatures cool into the 30s. Some patchy frost through daybreak on Friday, but temperatures will warm well into the 60s again. We keep the 60s through the first half of your weekend under plenty of sunshine, but another cool down will be on its heels heading into Sunday. Temperatures falling back into the 50s, and the roller coaster will continue with near 70 degrees again early next week. With the warm up, we will be tracking our next chance for showers and storms as a pretty potent storm system ejects out of the plains. Our next time to watch is going to be late Tuesday into Wednesday. And we are closely monitoring the potential for strong to severe storms. Here's just some of the latest guidance. Again, it more than likely is either going to be a very early morning event on Wednesday or a late overnight event Tuesday into Wednesday morning. So Tuesday afternoon, more cloud cover, temperatures warming into the middle and upper 60s. Few showers possible ahead of this main system. But the main threat, that's not going to arrive likely at the earliest until after 9 o'clock. We're going to be tracking a squall line potentially developing that will race to the east very quickly overnight early on Wednesday morning. And heavy rainfall is going to be a given, but if there is any sort of a severe threat, again, timing, you can't really be specific this far out, but I'm highly confident that that's going to be ending before the afternoon on Wednesday. Again, things could still change from now until then. And the Storm Prediction Center has already included us into a risk. Highest risk, though, looks to stay well to our west. So portions of Arkansas, Louisiana, and then central southern Mississippi. All modes of severe weather possible. Damaging winds, heavy rainfall, isolated tornadoes, and this is looking a lot like the last severe threat that we had. It's very typical to see these systems. This is a late winter storm system. I know we are heading into spring and our primary severe weather season, but this still closely resembles a winter storm system. The difference, well, the instability is very low. The wind shear is high, and that's typically what we see during the winter months. Now, the wind shear, the vertical wind shear is still high. That's why we're monitoring things, because you can still get severe weather with high wind shear. However, the instability at this point is limited, and it looks like it is going to continue to decrease with the extent of the line. Just taking you through one of our latest storms and fuel models, and also energy and shear, just to kind of show you that. Again, this is late next Tuesday into Wednesday. We are going to continue to provide you updates in the days ahead. Make sure you are staying close to the forecast regularly for potential changes. If we do need to issue a first alert weather day, we will let you know that as soon as possible. One last look at your 10-day forecast before I say goodbye to y'all for the day. And of course, Chief Meteorologist Brad Travis will have more details for you throughout the rest of the week and into next week coming up at 4 o'clock. Thank you all so much for tuning in today.